baganisha muri ya nzira yo kwibohora ya politiki n'ibindi wabaye perezida muri ubwo buryo hari icyo bigusaba ku buryo bw'imyifatire abo uyobora bagomba kukubonamo aruharenijwe babonamo ko yarenganurwa cyangwa atarengana uhari niba ari igihugu muri rusange uko abanyarwanda ari umutekano ari imibereho uko bakwiye kubaho ari ibijyanye n'ubukungu ari iterambere ibi byose akenshi bigaruka ku muntu witwa umuyobozi muri uyu mwanya ari we perezida bivuga ngo ndetse n'uwabuze uwaburaye akabaza atari ku perezida yari ari hehe kuki naburaye iyo ni inshingano ya perezida ugomba kumenya ko ukora ibishoboka byose kugira ngo ho kugira uburara cyangwa kugira ubutara nubwo biba ariko biba hari iyo nshingano wumva ufite ugomba kubahiriza ugomba guhora uharanira kugira ngo muri rusange ushyize hamwe haboneke inzira kuko igaragara ko abantu bagenda bava mu bukene abantu bagenda barushaho kuba neza abantu bagenda batera imbere mu mutekano abantu batoya bakura nabo bafata inshingano yabo ariko na bya bindi bibageraho ndetse muri abo batoya hakazavamo nyine n'abandi bayobozi ntabwo abayobozi bivuze kuba perezida abantu benshi ku nzego zitandukanye iyo uri umuyobozi ufite iyo nshingano bihera kuri perezida bikamanuka bikagera kuri urwo rwego bikagera ku muntu ubwe ku giti cye umusanzu ashobora gutanga kugira ngo ibi byose biboneke abatoya rero ubu ngubu ni byiza ko babyumva ko buri wese nawe afite uruhare ndetse n'abashobora kuba perezida igihe kindi nuko kuba perezida bitaba buri mwaka cyangwa buri myaka ibiri cyangwa buri kwezi ubundi byari kugera ku bantu benshi ariko imiterere yabyo ntabwo ari twe twatumye bitera gutyo niko bimeze ariko bakumva ko niyo ataba perezida ashobora kuba ikindi kintu ariko niba ubaye minisitiri niba ubaye guverineri niba ubaye meya niba ubaye umwarimu mu ishuri niba ubaye umukuru w'ivuriro niba aho waba uri umupolisi uyobora abapolisi uri umusirikare uyobora abasirikare aho hose haba hari inshingano igera kuri urwo rwego ifite icyo isaba uwo muntu ibyo abantu basabwa uburemere bwabyo bugenda butandukana ibisabwa kuri perezida birumvikana ko ari byo biremereye cyane ariko kumanuka n'ibindi biraremereye ariko wenda bigenda bitandukanye buryo ariko byose bishoboka ari uko izo nzego zuzuzanya abantu bose buri wese akora aganisha muri ya nzira ikwiriye kuba iganwamo ibibazo byinshi bambajije n'ibyo navuga mu bisubizo byabyo
arakoze cyane umukuru w'igihugu ati ibibazo byose wabajije ko ari byinshi nibashije kubisubiza mbibutse yuko nyabuna no kugerageza gukora uko ushoboye kose bagira ngo ubaze ikibazo kigufi kandi kiri straight to the point nyabwo ndabibukije yuko kuri Twitter dukoresha amagambo 280 mwiranda amagambo muvuga abari amagambo make cyane atari amagambo menshi cyane arakana umukuru w'igihugu akomoje avuga ati ntabwo nagiye kubohora igihugu cyangwa se kurwa no kubohora igihugu nifuza kuba perezida binyibutsa yuko urugamba rwatangiye ibintu ku ishuri aza kuza kujoininga urugamba nyuma ndetse aza no kururangiza reka tumushimire cyane undi keneye kugira ikibazo abaza ariko abantu mu ngundi sindi kubabona neza ingundi zira hangaha okay bakweze microphone ngira ngo yakwegera hafi aho tumubona
how is here?
Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. My name is Lonzen Ruggiera. I'm a researcher and publisher of Pan-African Review. At the recent executive committee meeting of the RPF, you talked about how you'll be handling issues of corruption and accountability, and how you talked about it has been interpreted differently by different commentators, and I think that I'm trying to ask whether you should give us some clarification on what you really meant on how you will be handling matters of accountability going forward. Also, you talked about how you invited young people to the convention and that you wanted them to see the problems that are around and how they may deal with them when their time comes to lead. And the question here is that you have set certain Rwandans, especially young people, have gotten accustomed to a certain standard from their president. And there is anxiety that when you are no longer president, this standard may not be there, and that Rwandans will have a difficult time to accept anybody who will not live up to the standards that you have set. And one of the solutions to address this problem is that there was a petition in the constitution for you to revise the constitution in 2015, and that's how you are able to continue as president. So what solution is there when that does not involve you being president? What solution is there for young people to have a president who meets the standards that you have set, but in that solution you are not there as the president? Thank you.
All right. So for the corruption part or issues of governance, I talked about last time at the RPF gathering. The intention was, first of all, it's not the first of its kind. We have had these many discussions before. And along the path of liberation which we talked about, we have always tried to identify ourselves with good governance. And one of the central things we talked about was to fight corruption or bad governance as we go forward in this liberation journey. It's in the history of RPF. It's not a new creation. It's not something I invented yesterday. It's an RPF belief and principle. But many times we have also seen that much as we have made these claims rightly, that we should behave in this manner and we should do things like this, there is always falling short by a number of people amongst ourselves within the cadreship of RPF or outside or anywhere else, because fighting corruption is not something you expect to do perfectly or to achieve to the extent that at a certain point you have no corruption 100% and everything is okay. It doesn't happen like that. That is the reality. Much as therefore we are very idealistic in many cases, in equal measure we are also very realistic. We understand this world, we understand society, we understand our obligations in my view, in my point of view. So the purpose therefore, I don't know why people gotten all kinds of messages or interpretations of what I was talking about, because I talked about issues of mismanagement, issues of embezzlement, issues of different kinds of bad behavior in our leadership, in the leadership at different levels of government, of RPF, and so on. And even singled out specific cases and individuals, and these would not have been the only ones people could single out. There are probably many more others, but you address things as, time is available and opportunity. You may use one example, punish one example to try and, give a warning to others and seek to have realignment of thinking and action of different people along the way. So that's what happened. Really, it wasn't meant for a particular individual, even for that person who was singled out that day or another. It was not so much about them. It was about reminding everyone of the responsibility we have to make sure that our country lives by the principles we have really all agreed for many years past, and what the liberation in that sense means to us or may mean to others. So it was that opportunity, that moment, I thought I need to put things clear. Some of the things I had noticed at different times had been getting out of the way, and they are on a collision course with what we've set out to do for our country and with our people, and which also has a huge cost to many things in terms of development. As you saw, even the Auditor General and other leaders were elaborating on things that we lost, that we should not have lost, and I was making the interpretation of what that means. So much lost means many other things lost, including lives. If you don't have medicines in hospitals that would have treated people because somebody stole the money that was supposed to buy medicines, or if people steal money that was supposed to buy fertilizer or different things that would have improved agriculture, so that people we can be food secure and so on. It means you are depriving Rwandans of this opportunity, and therefore you are really taking away, it's like you are taking their lives so simply like that as to be wasted. So that was the purpose. And again, even in trying to correct these things, I pointed out how in many cases the institutions responsible to ensure that there is this rule of law, good governance, also sometimes fall short by getting involved in some of these malpractices. I even talked about the judiciary and others. I gave examples, and so I thought I did not have any better way of expressing all this to the people than what I did. So I don't see why people would have got confused. Now, are we still together? Okay. So for the young people and then my own self, my role here and there, well, I don't see it as my fault to be trying to do what I can do. But I'm a human being with certain limitations in my capacity, certainly including that I can't create people. I can only try to influence people. I can talk to young people. I can try to inspire them. I can tell them my experience and share them with everything that I can share with them. But I have no solution of instructing anyone to do what they should be doing, or I cannot say, no, you do this and you succeed, you do this, you fail. I do not have such powers, and I don't think anyone has. But what we do is to try and just be ourselves and do things that try to match what we do with what we generally discuss and find as the right thing to do. And sometimes we point to the progress that has been made because of doing things in a certain way. But as you also started saying, you are in the same room, you are having the same conversation, the interpretation is going to be different with the different people. So maybe even seizing this opportunity so that we make progress to the point that when I'm no longer there, which is a certainty, by the way, that at one point I will not be there. We can either count months or years or something, but it will be one time that I'm not there and there is somebody else, and even that one who comes after me, there is a time they won't be there, and so on and so forth. That's something that is beyond our control or our power. Being there is always going to be temporary, but how long is what we can maybe talk about, but it's only that long that you can be there. So for the young people, when we are trying to invest as a country in our young people, for their education, for their health, for making sure that they feel secure and comfortable and happy in their own country, I think with this, it's never going to be a wasted moment. It's always going to produce these same people who can come after me or after anybody else when we have served our time, and do their own part, do better, do things differently. But that's how society continues. We can always believe that the investments we have made is not a waste of time. But again, we can't also assume that just because we said so, or because we invested, and because we have always discussed these things, that things are going to automatically be what we want them to be. So it's always a different kind of struggle that every society, every country, every people, wherever you go in the world, we'll always go through these things, and we're not going to be different. So what happens after me, well, if things go wrong, I think people will be able to tell a difference, that it is the wrong on the hands of somebody else, not on my wrongs. That count me responsible for what I do wrong when I'm still there. But when I'm not there, I think somebody else will be responsible. It's not for me to really. But things will always go wrong with me, with somebody else, and but we just have to make an effort that there are more things that are right, and they give people hope, and there's progress made than those things that are wrong, that work against societal norms or the wishes of the people. So it's always going to be this kind of struggle.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I just learned something. You're not going to be here forever as going to Soko, but what you need to do is just make sure you bring an impact in your society, and as young leaders, as a young person, to bring an impact in our communities and in Rwanda in general. A quick reminder is that you can always ask your question in English if you want, and people online can also ask their questions in English using hashtag Ask President Paul Kagame. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll be right back. Thank you very much.